orders that were taken, merchant fulfilled. We did that this weekend on a Saturday night and an all day Sunday yesterday. We did a total of 247 orders. And so it was just booming, just a lot of sales, and just every 20 seconds, 30 seconds, the sale would come in, and it was pretty awesome to experience that. Haven't experienced that in a while for, that many orders. Usually we're doing anywhere from about 90 to 120 orders a day. So it was quite a bit more, just a day and a half that we had set that up. We set that up for Saturday at 5 o'clock and started counting then at 5 p.m. And we ended at midnight Sunday evening at midnight. And it was just incredible, the sales that were coming through. So, but we have been experiencing record sales the last 2 weeks because everybody is staying home. They're ordering more, and it seems like business is just picking up quite a bit. My business increased in the last 7 days 247%, and so it has been crazy. And so we just want to make sure that these numbers keep going. They are starting to really take off, and so with that, it's been incredible. Let me see here. Illinois Picker says, I didn't count them, but I had to load up 2 of the big roller carts today at the post office to ship out everything I had Friday afternoon. Probably 150 or more. Yes, some of you guys are experiencing the exact same thing as far as with sales are concerned. They are starting to pick up for a lot of people, and I'm pretty impressed because right now I am not running my campaigns, my automatic campaigns, my manual campaigns. I'm not running those at all. These are all organic sales, and so when the organic sales start to come in, then that tends to be pretty good. So if you guys don't know what organic sales are, those are sales that are not pushed by any type of campaign, not pushed by automatic campaigns or manual campaigns or pay-per-click. You're not paying for that. They just kind of come in on their own. That's what the organic sales are. So welcome guys for coming on. I appreciate that. If you have a question tonight, feel free to go ahead and ask. This is my Monday night where I go ahead and answer any questions that you guys have. So in the chat, just simply go ahead and type in your question. I will be reading them off and answering your questions as they start to come in. But I don't know if I don't believe I did the thumbnail where I took the picture of all the orders, but I'm going to upload that after this video is done. I don't believe I got it done, so I'm going to go ahead and put that on there so you guys can see how many orders that were literally in my living room, and the whole floor was just filled with them. And we worked our butt off yesterday for Mother's Day, but that's okay. So we were able to get everything out early this morning. I sent everything out to the United States Postal Service, and I filled up one of those huge bins in the back just with my orders by themselves, and most of them were first class. There was a few of them that did go priority mail, but those were the heavier ones that had to go priority mail, but that was okay. The heavier ones were more sales, and those were on the average of about $100 to $120 a sale for that particular order. Let me see here. OLA says, nice IP. Thank you very much. KR Smith, welcome aboard. Hello there, KR Smith. And James Hancock, do you use simple profit and loss sheets for tracking profits? No. Honestly, I really don't get into the profit and loss sheets because that's a complete waste of time for me. I already know what I'm spending on my particular product. I do the calculations on my items when I do send those out, and I know every single shipment when as far as profits and losses to those. So I don't really use a spreadsheet for that. Um, you know, I simply do, and this is probably the easiest for me to do, is put the data of my inventory, whatever I spend, I put that in an inventory sheet, and then my sales for the 2 weeks that I have been paid by Amazon, kind of put that in there, and then my um, tax guy takes care of that. He's the numbers guy. I'm not. I don't like to mess around with that. I just want to know, did I make a profit at the end of the year? That's what I'm concerned about. Because you guys would drive yourself crazy if you're looking at every single item for profit and losses. Especially when you're getting sales like this, it's in, you just put them out there, putting them out there. You tend not to worry about those things. Illinois Picker. Oh, Ahan. Ahan. Hello, Ahan. Welcome. Illinois Picker says, I know it's going to drop some when states open up, but I will ride this wave, then adjust accordingly to success. Now, what I did this weekend was something that I felt I needed to do. I increased my sales $2 to $4 per unit on my product, and I was setting the price higher because I wanted it to slow down as far as sales. Normally, people will look at the product and they see a $2 increase, or even a $4 increase on some of the bigger items. They tend to shy away and look for something that was cheaper. Well, in my case, um, the sales were still there. They did not slow down at all. And I actually made quite a bit more profit by increasing my sales, hoping that my sales were going to slow down, which in fact they did not. And so that was a huge, huge boost in uh, sales. And increase in profit, which really was awesome, especially this weekend. And I normally don't do this, but what I decided to do was just going to go ahead and keep these prices as is because sales are not slowing down for me at all. So I wanted to just ride this wave, like Illinois Picker says right there. You kind of want to ride that wave. You do know when sales are booming because this isn't just a 1 day fluke or a 2 day. It is constant. This has been going on for over 2 weeks, and I've been just trying to keep up with my inventory. I ordered 16,000 units of inventory last week and sold them all out. Literally, just only have a few units left. So um, now it's just a matter of ordering more, and my distributors and manufacturers are getting so busy now, they're even falling behind. And we are out, I think, almost 3 weeks on a waiting list just to get our products. And we knew that this was happening, you just didn't know the extent of it and how much sales were going to be. So with that, it's just picking up, picking up, picking up, which is great. So summertime, we're kind of expecting that we're going to be ordering close to 100,000 units just to keep up for summer and make sure that we have product that we can send into Amazon's warehouse. As a matter of fact, right now, it is flying off the shelves so fast where I really don't have time to send the products into Amazon's FBA right now. So a lot of this is merchant fulfilled. And with us staying home and being forced to stay home, it is just we're working here at the house. and we're just busting. We're going out there and just ordering more stuff, more stuff, and more stuff. And I have envelopes that just came in today, and extra envelopes that I had to order and get a special rush on just to get all that taken care of. So, but it's very enlightening that you are able to sell some products and make quite a bit of money. So, uh, OLA says, for someone starting out, which is best, FBM or FBA? That is a great question. Ed says, good evening, and this is good news hearing all the sales in this environment. Yes, absolutely. OLA, yeah, that fulfilled by merchant usually is the best way to go when you are starting out. You want to get your products into Amazon, get it in front of the Prime members, and so forth. But in this case, I'm finding that quite a few of my students, even starting out, are doing merchant fulfilled and having a lot of success on the merchant fulfilled orders. And they're kind of getting used to starting to send the products out themselves. It's becoming easier for them. And you don't get charged as much for merchant fulfilled that you do FBM fulfilled by, or FBA fulfilled by Amazon. So fulfilled by Amazon, you're almost guaranteed to be spending about $4 per unit just for fees and everything else. But with merchant fulfilled, especially with my products, I'm seeing that I'm spending a total of about $1.50 per unit as opposed to $4 per unit. So it's quite a bit cheaper and more money goes into my pocket, which makes me a little bit happier as opposed to Amazon getting most of the sales or profits, I should say, by able to charge the fees that they charge. Natty says, hello, Henry. Hi there, Natty Van. Ahan, I think there is no restriction regarding sending inventory to FBA Amazon warehouse. Am I right? Right now, I believe there's not any restriction, but the delay is there when they are unpackaging it and sending it from one location to another location. So there is some delay in that. But like I said, if you can do merchant fulfilled and get it, especially if you're here in the U.S., get the product out and send it out yourself, you can get stuff sent out a lot quicker than Amazon is getting stuff out. I'm a Prime member and I order stuff even for myself for Prime, and it's taken me still a week and a half to almost 2 weeks to get my product sent to me. So it is taking a while still. They are still behind. And so with that, merchant fulfilled orders are even better now because you can get those out as quickly as possible. With the 247 units that I sent out merchant fulfilled this morning, I was able to get to the post office and drop those 247 orders off and get that out there. And most of the product was sent out first class, and most likely the customer will get their products within 3 to 4 days, which is awesome by going ahead and doing that. James Haycock says, does Amazon allow me to post an item for sale in Spanish? Yes, I think they do. They do have that, but I'm not sure if I've never tried it in Spanish, to be honest. James, you could try usually HTML, but honestly, I would not I would not create a listing in Spanish. If you're going to try to get to the Hispanic community, then you might want to put your keywords in your back office in Spanish so they're able to find your listing, because you are kind of shooting yourself in the foot by um, people that do not speak Spanish or do not read Spanish, and your listing doesn't come up. So you want to cater to uh, the English speaking people first, but at the same time, you can put phrases, you can put sentences, and you can put keywords in Spanish to cater to the Hispanic community, or whoever speaks Spanish is able to do a search in Spanish will be able to find that. Great question. Um, not on the USA site, but on Amazon Mexico, I bet. Oh, okay. Well, you can put Spanish keywords in your listing, though. Exactly what I just said. Yes, you can do that. But yeah, I've never done it in Spanish as far as a listing. So maybe Illinois answered your question there. You can try it and see if it'll work. Okay. Jim Rocky, what's going on there, Jim Rocky? So Henry, another weekend of 10K for you. I did 10K in 4 days. Literally did them in 4 days. And so this weekend here probably did close to almost $8,000 in a day and a half. So yes, it's going to be extremely well. And I think I have another 10 days left on this quarter here, or this pay period. So it's going to be great. It's going to be an awesome, probably one of my biggest months ever as far as sales are concerned. But and I'm not the only one. There's a lot of other people out there that are getting close to that. I know Steve Steve, one of the guys that is a member that I usually get on here. He is doing extremely well also, and I'm sure he's close to that number, if not past that number. So Illinois says Amazon is not letting us graduate from SFP trial, which sucks, and no time is given. SFP stands for Seller Fulfilled Prime. For those of you that don't know, you have that option. Illinois, I'm not sure if you have a temporary, or you can do a temporary Seller Fulfilled Prime. I know that there's some members that have temporary Seller Fulfilled Prime, and they are using it. And if they offer that, then just leave it alone, because that is kind of free to you. And so, yeah, I mean, wow. Loli says, hello, everyone. Hello there, Loli. Jim Rocky says, my friend did 28,000 in the last 4 days. His sales are crazy too. Yes, it's just, I cannot stress enough how much sales are going on right now with Amazon. And I get phone calls and people call me and say, well, is now the right time to start selling on Amazon? And the answer is absolutely yes. Definitely want to be at least getting your feet wet, creating your account, and trying to get started with Amazon. And take some of these courses, courses that I have to offer. It's going to teach you everything you need to know about selling on Amazon. The Amazon A to Z course is a great course. I just put out my product of the month. So I was pretty happy and excited about the product of the month. I think that's going to do extremely well for the summertime and also for Christmas. That right there is in my Amazon A to Z course, and I have a whole bunch of products of the month that I do give out that you guys can take advantage of and start selling. What's up there, Marcel de Crester? I think I just butchered that. Sales are crazy in Aussie too. Oh, okay. So you're from Australia. I just got back. Oh, when Amazon opened up, I was in Australia for almost 3 months, living in a hotel room. And I was living up there in Queensland, right off of, I think, Mission Bay. I'm not sure. I couldn't remember. I think that's in that area. But it was pretty awesome because my my waking up was right there on the docks and the port, and was able to see all the sailboats, and then walk a couple of miles and see the kangaroos at the same time. So that was pretty awesome. And actually, I have products that I had sent up to Australia when they first opened up, and that's why I went there, because I was invited to go up. And when Amazon was opening up in Australia, I had privy to some of the warehouses in Sydney and Brisbane, and so that's why I was up in Queensland for quite a bit. There was a delay opening it up, but now sales are booming. Sales are huge up there in Aussie land. So, well, welcome aboard. Hopefully that you guys can come on in and make sure that you hit that notification bell and sign up and subscribe on my YouTube channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Let you know when I do come on, and we talk about stuff like this, Amazon all day long. All right. Henry, Jim Rocky says, Henry, have you used any of the products of your month yourself? Yeah, absolutely. I definitely use them. And that kind of inspires me to give out some of these products of the month. So, yes, I do use the products of the month myself. James says, is the Amazon calculator accurate in determining shipping prices? No. No, it's not, James. James, look, shipping prices are changing all the time. Right now, shipping is way up as far as prices overseas. And so you the calculator is there just for a rough guide. That's all it is. I don't really use the calculator. Look, I'm looking for profits. If I can find something that I can purchase for $2 or $3, and then get them into Amazon's warehouse and sell it for $30 or $40, I'm not really concerned about calculators. I'm not. If it's something that I get for $2 or $3 and I'm selling it for 10, yeah, maybe I'll use the calculator to see if there's going to be enough profit in that. But those are usually products that I'm not even interested in anyway, because I'm not making the profit. And that's why you have to do some of these things. Like if you are selling extremely a lot, you might want to raise your prices just a little, just to slow the sales down, like we did, like Steve did, like I did, and make that little extra profit. You're not gouging anybody, but you are saying, what you are doing is you're basically saying the supply and demand is way up here, and your your inventory is starting to lower. So as it starts to lower and the supply and demand is way up here, you might want to increase your prices, maybe $1, maybe $2, to see if the sales slow down. If they don't slow down, heck, you're making money. You're actually not losing any money, and you want to keep those prices the same. Keep them the same. If you have a competitor that comes in and lowers the price and starts getting all your sales, then you might want to rethink that. But at the same time, you might just go out there and take a look at what you are, what the potential could be, where you're going to go out there and start making even a little bit more profit. So try that and see what happens. Great question there, James, by the way. Oh, speaking of the devil, Mr. Steve Eberhardt. Hello there, Steve. Welcome. And Illinois Picker says, I only see this. Programs status. Prime trial. Your product will not display Prime badges during Prime trial. Oh, okay. Well, you can try it. and see if it's I don't know what the Prime trial is. It's been so long since I've applied for that. So Illinois, call and find out if it's something that they are offering to you, and they're not giving you the Prime badge, but maybe they're going out there and putting you in front of their Prime customers. If that's the case, who cares? As long as they give you the eyeballs where those eyeballs are seeing your product, that's all you want. And so if that's the case, go for it and see if that's going to increase your sales quite a bit. Illinois Picker says, James, you must understand how the shipping charges work, or you can lose a big chunk of money. Yes, absolutely. And right now, there's a lot of suppliers that will take advantage of you, and you have to be really, really careful with that, especially with shipping charges, because they know now that it's getting harder to ship by freight. And instead of it being 45 days out now, you're looking more like 60 days to 75 days out now, because of the backup of the containers that are being unloaded. And so a lot of them now are encouraged to use air freight. Well, they know people are using air freight. There's less airlines in the air right now, so freight is even more expensive. And there's no way around it. You either wait the 75 days to get your product. By then, you may literally have missed the boat, literally. So you want to make sure that you get that product to you as quickly as possible. There are some shipments that we're getting in 5 to 10 days that were pretty fast, and so that's why they're charging what they're charging, because they're getting here extremely quick. So that might be an advantage for you. So hopefully that helps, James. Illinois Picker says, I always wanted to go to Australia. It is a beautiful place. I fell in love with it. I seen things there that I was just beautiful in nature, and I always said if I was to ever go somewhere to live, I think Australia would be pretty high up there, because you've seen beautiful things up there, and when you're able to see kangaroos and huge bats flying over the freeways at night, and parrots, white parrots that are, I mean, just large, and seeing big spiders like this literally walking up and down the stairs, scaring the heck out of you. But yeah, it's crazy. But yes, it's a place to definitely go and see. Let me see here. Henry says, I have pretty much sold out of most of my FBA inventory. And do you still have a nice chunk selling? Yeah, absolutely. Look, I mean, if you don't have time to send your products into Amazon, why not ship it out yourself? Start doing it yourself, and you're going to find out it's not that difficult, especially for those of you that are staying home, trying to figure out what you should be doing, how to create a business, how to create a successful business. This is one of them that I don't know. The last week I've been showing my cash, which I don't do. I normally don't do that, but it's a motivation for a lot of people to sit there and say, hey, look, you have $10,000 cash, $14,000 cash in hand, and you sit there and you say, I'm buying more products, buying more inventory. That's only going to encourage people to go out there and at least take a look at it. I always said this to anybody who's called and was on the fence as far as taking my courses, signing up with Amazon, whatever. You are your own worst enemy. Okay, you are the one that's going to talk yourself out of doing something. Now, it's people like myself who have done it. It's people like Steve who have taken that leap of faith and said, "I'm going to go ahead and try this." It's people like you guys right here, Illinois Picker, James, Pellinado Ryder, Michael, Dennis, all you guys here that are selling on Amazon that know exactly what I'm talking about. And sales will come. If you are selling products right now and it's not doing sales for you, you have the wrong product. Right now, you should be selling a lot of product. I have a member who is in groceries selling his butt off, and I tell people, don't get into grocery because you're competing with Amazon. And he's selling on in grocery and he's not listening to what I'm saying. That's okay. It may catch up to him, it may not. But the fact of the matter is, he's riding that boat. He is going full speed right now, and he's making tons of money, and he's enjoying the ride, just like I did until my product got shut down, and then I was forced to sell the product elsewhere. But you know what? He's doing his own thing. I admire him for that. He's taking a chance, and he said, "Look, I'm going to take that chance. If they shut me down, they shut me down. I'll sell it somewhere else." And I like his attitude because look, the supply and demand is there. If the products that he's selling is food, and he's getting it out as quickly as possible. And so, with that, I applaud him for that. Dennis Daniels. Hey, welcome, Dennis Daniels. Dennis says, sounds like price gouging for shippers. Yeah, it's not the shippers that's price gouging, it's the country. So if you are buying from China, China already has their prices set on shipping. They tell the shippers what the prices are, whether it's FedEx, UPS, or any other airlines out there that is doing shipping like DHL and so forth. So, yeah, it's not them. And their hands are kind of forced. But this is where if the price is high on shipping, you can always negotiate the price per unit on the product that you are buying. And so you could simply tell them, nope, price is too high on the shipment. I'm going to go somewhere else. They already know that wherever you go, that the price is the same. The thing is that you can go to somebody else and tell them, I'm going to go to somebody else who's going to give me a cheaper cost per unit. And that's where you negotiate, is the price per unit to bring that cost down. And if you're able to do that, then you might be able to get what you want with the price that you want. Henry, we need to see the cash for Motivational Monday Night, please. Yeah, I don't know. I'm taking a little cash and buying a Trader grill. Drop the 1,000 and don't blink an eye. Just pocket money with the sales I have. Bless. Dennis says, I sell tons of groceries. There you go. There's another one that sells tons of groceries. And so there you go. It's to each its own. You get into your own categories and you can start selling your own products and start making money. See, NH. Hello, NH. I hear FBA is open for all shipments. Yes, it is. As far as I know, here in the .com industry, they're opening back up. Everything is business as usual. They're starting to get the shipments in, trying to get them in from in as quickly as possible. So, yeah, they are opening back up. They are taking a little bit longer, but that's expected. Dennis Daniel says, just joking about gouging. Amazon joke. Yeah, no problem. No, I mean, listen, they do. There are some things where you feel like you're saving money on one thing, and the next thing you know, it's like, hey, why did my shipment go up from $400 to $700? You know, what's wrong with this picture? Well, because of this and because of that and this and that. And I was like, okay. So they'll try to get you. Illinois Picker says, that sounds like one heck of a grill. Yeah, $1,000. Wow, that is one heck of a grill. Super chat. Oh, we got a super chat. Let's blow them up. OLA super chat. $15. $15 from OLA to super chat. Thank you very much there. Super chat. OLA. I'm going to go ahead and just add that onto my $100 bills here. I'm just basically going to throw that in there and buy some more lighting or do something. You know, there's your money, guys. There is your money right there. So that's that's something that if it's gonna motivate you, then great. Hopefully that motivates you to get out there. There's a sale right there. It just popped up. That's another motivation when you hear that. Thank you for the super chat, OLA. He always comes through. He always gives out money to this channel. And I don't ask for it, but I do appreciate it because that's a gesture of his own heart saying that he likes the information. I really appreciate that. And also, thank you very much for the thumbs up. Appreciate that. Also, all the thumbs up to you guys out there. Appreciate that very, very much. KP Mac says, hi, Henry. In RA, when I scan Prod's seller's app, when rank is low but no one is selling, should I jump in and set the price? No, absolutely not. What you want to do, and retail arbitrage is kind of funny, but you want to make sure that that product or whatever product that you are looking at, find out how many sellers are making money off that particular product. If you only have 1 or 2 sellers making money off of that product, stay away from it. If you have 10 or 12 sellers that that are making money off of that product, then that's a good time for you to get in and jump on the bandwagon. Illinois Picker says, money, 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 money. Yes, I am in a good mood today. I don't know why. Maybe because of the sales and my merchant fulfilled sales that have been happening. Maybe that's why I'm in a really, really good mood right now. And all you guys too. OLA is a baller. Definitely is a baller, Diego. That guy always comes through. I want to see somebody else give me a super chat other than OLA. Just one other person. Throw me out a super chat. See if that happens before this is over. I don't know. OLA always comes through with the super chat insignificance. All right. KP Max's rank OLA. Make the super chat insignificant. Yes. The number one. Well, honestly, I wasn't gonna mention that, Illinois. The one thumbs down troll has arrived. Well, yeah. Oh well. What can you do? What can you say? He loves my videos, believe me or not. He makes that effort to hit that thumbs down button every single time. So I gotta applaud him for that. But I get more people with the thumbs up than the thumbs down. So Illinois Picker says, be very careful with retail arbitrage. I have really slimmed my scope on the due to the unknown. Tried to resell a common item last year and got an overnight cease and a desist threatening a lawsuit. Yeah. With retail arbitrage, and I want to kind of get into that because that is something that a lot of people try to do because they don't have a whole lot of money or they're not spending a whole lot of money when they are going out there and they are trying to make money on Amazon. Look, I don't make all this money here by retail arbitrage. I don't. I do private label products. I started out with wholesaling. I went from one pallet to 13 pallets at a time and sending products into Amazon. And so here I was able to get into a niche that nobody else got into. And I was very successful at it. And that's how my business really grew and expanded to where I was able to hire 13 employees, hire them full time, make sure that they were, getting that products out to Amazon's warehouse, and it just blew up from there. I was able to sell the company and make some money, and here I am now, 13 years later. So, um, Jim says, lots of money. Henry's the boss. Well, I try to keep I try to stay, look, I try to stay focused and I try to stay humble. This is why I don't like to throw this crap out there, because there's a lot of guys out there, showing off their boats, showing off their fast cars, showing off their expensive rentals. And I don't do that. I try not to do that. But this video right here, where I can honestly say that I shipped out 247 units this weekend, starting literally Saturday night at 5 o'clock in the afternoon until Sunday morning, and was able to generate that many sales. And Steve probably did the same as well on some of his weekends, where it's just incredible. And I thank Amazon for that. And I think, I'm glad that I've been selling on Amazon for 13 years, and I'm glad that I teach people how to make money selling on Amazon and having the success that a lot of my members are having. A lot of you guys are on here that are members that are making quite a bit of money. And so this is what motivates me and gets me going, stuff like that. By the way, speaking of that, tomorrow, for all members in the Amazon A to Z course, we have a private training tomorrow, a Zoom meeting tomorrow at 5 o'clock, a Zoom meeting. Go into the Facebook private group and check out the link. Click on that link and be ready. 5 o'clock tomorrow, we're going to be doing some training. Last week, it was keyword research training. I did 2 hours of that for my members, and there was quite a few of you guys on there, and got a lot of great information. So, just a reminder for that. Tomorrow night at 5 o'clock, Amazon A to Z members only. You guys have private Zoom meeting. If you are not an Amazon A to Z member and you want to sign up for my course, you can get in on that meeting. Just sign up for my course at techdaddyvideos.com. Take a look at the products there and sign up for the course, and we'll get you into that meeting also and do some training, one-on-one training with you guys. All right. Illinois Picker says, B-Dell, if you are nice to the postal workers and bring them food products, especially candy, you can dramatically speed the process up. I think that's a joke. I don't know. Maybe that works for you, Illinois, but yeah. I know my UPS driver by first name, and I can tell you when he comes up and he drops products off for me, he's honking the horn and letting me know he's here before he turns around, backs up, and starts unloading all the stuff. This is how well I know my UPS drivers and even my postal drivers. Yes. So if you get to know them on a first name basis, they're going to get to know you, and they're going to ask you, hey, by the way, your business is doing pretty good, I see on Amazon. How do I get into this? And the next thing you know, they're coming into it also. So Jim Rocky says, where is Steve? Haven't seen him in a while. Steve's here as of right now. Steve is here, and he is in chat with a lot of you guys. James Hancock says the course is worth the money. Thank you very much there, James. I really appreciate that. And Illinois Picker says, no joke. Look at her question about the bat cave. I'm not sure if I can even get up that. If I can, I think I went past it, so I cannot read it. OLA says, Steve, may I contact you through the Facebook private group to talk about sales? So OLA is trying to get a hold of Steve there. So, with that being said, guys, listen, sales could be great for any one of you. Start picking out the good products. Start looking at some of these products that are in the best sellers to kind of help you guys out. Start looking at that because the best sellers are best sellers. Now, if you want to advance yourself and you want to make sure that you do an additional $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 more every 2 weeks, take a look at the course at Tech Daddy Videos. Take a look at what I'm offering out there. I'm offering you a lot of my support, and this is more valuable than anything. That right now we are doing Zoom meetings with our members, and they are asking questions, and they're getting their questions answered. And I think that's very important. I just started the Zoom meetings with them, and they're liking it, and they're asking. To do this every week. So that's something that I am trying to target and try to make sure that I get that taken care of for those of you that are interested. You can pay somebody for one-on-one coaching, but I always tell people, look, I offer one-on-one coaching right now. It is full. I am not taking any more one-on-one coaching from anybody right now. I am so busy that I just don't have time for the one-on-one coaching. But what I am doing is I am doing the Zoom meeting for all my members, and all my members are coming on, and we are just talking shop. When somebody turned around and said, hey, can you show me how to do a listing? Can you show me how to do a correct title? Can you show me how to find keywords? Can you show me where to find keywords? Can you show me how I find my competitors' keywords? Can you show me how to find inventory that my other competition has? There's other questions just like that where I'm able to show you and kind of walk you through it, especially on these Zoom meetings. I can show you on my computer and kind of go from there. Let me see here. Mr. Ryder says... Wow. Already calling. They're going to have to wait on that. Panero Ryder says, I hate that I missed last week's Zoom call. I definitely going to be on tomorrow night. Hopefully you are. Yeah, we missed you too, believe it or not. There's quite a few people on, and there were some great questions. I was only going to do the Zoom call for an hour. Ended up that we stayed on for 2 hours because there was just so much information that we were giving out. And if there's something that you guys want on tomorrow's Zoom meeting, just let me know, and we will kind of go over it or try to help you out with that. Loli says, last week's Zoom meeting was great. So helpful. Thank you, Henry. I appreciate that. Apprentice Nostalgia. I can say firsthand that Henry does not forget his clients after purchasing his course. Not a paid statement. Awesome. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. OLA says, I understand. Thank you. Steve Everhart. The Zoom meetings are great. A great add-on to the Amazon A to Z course. A real bonus. Thank you very much. Now, with that being said, guys, I do these Amazon A to Z or questions, Q&A questions on Monday nights. I've been doing them for a long time. If you're new to this and you're just watching me for the very first time, make sure that you subscribe to this channel and ask the questions. If you have a question and you missed the live broadcast, just go ahead and put it in the comments, and I do answer all the comments too, and try to help you out there. There are a few things that I really just kind of want to close with, is that if you are starting out with Amazon, um, if you're starting out with Amazon, let me go ahead and just mute this, guys, because there's quite a few people that are calling me right now. Um, if you are starting out with Amazon, try to do things right, because it's real easy to get kicked off of Amazon. For example, when you are signing up for Amazon itself, do not use gift cards. Do not use um, prepaid cards. Do not use any of those, because you will get kicked off of Amazon and you will not ever be able to sell on Amazon, because you didn't go through the authorization process that Amazon is asking you to do. I cannot tell you how many newbies, how many new people who come up and call me after the fact, when they could have taken my course, and me show them exactly how to set up an Amazon account, and how to create a listing, and how to put in killer titles, how to put in great descriptions, how to put in beautiful bullet points. Um, with that, and then sales start to come in. So, you know, you can try to do it on your own. You can do many searches on YouTube, and try to figure out who's going to give you that information, who's not going to give you that information. But I try to be as honest as I can with you. I always tell you the good, the bad, the ugly. That's just me. I don't hold back, and that's one of my biggest things is, um, when you're true to yourself, and you're going to be true to everybody else, and it's just going to be that much more easier to sit there and talk to somebody one-on-one, and they understand where you're coming from. um, I've been into a lot of businesses, and 90% of those businesses fail. And honestly, I got into Amazon 13 years ago. I've been with them. I've stuck with them, and it's the best thing ever. My sales have increased 10 times over my eBay sales, which I'm not knocking eBay down, because sales are still great at eBay. It's just that I would prefer to sell on Amazon, because it's just a different type of crowd, and it's a no nonsense, no bidding, and what have you. So, um, with that, I can clearly say, if you decide that you are going to sell on Amazon, try to get as much training as you can. Try to get as much knowledge as you can, because knowledge is power. I'm telling you guys right now. This is why I give out my courses, and literally put everything in those courses for you guys, because I want you to have as much knowledge as possible for you to succeed selling on Amazon itself. Okay? All right. Um, Let me see here. I agree with that statement. Henry has helped me via the phone. That was James. Jim Rocky. Henry, I see a lot of YouTubers say that they made $1 million in 6 months to 8 months on Amazon. Is there any reality to that? Seems fishy. That is a great, great question. I'm going to call bullshit on that. Okay? Unless it is somebody who has a brand product, and that brand product is flying off the shelves, then they possibly could make that. But as I told you, and I'm going to prove this to you guys right now, especially you guys who sell on Amazon already, will know exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to this statement. Amazon gives you a small piece of the pie. They don't give you the whole pie. I have people who've come to me. offered me $10,000 and for one product and saying, I want one product, I'll give you $10,000, and I want to be making, you know, $2,000 in a month. And I'm telling them, no, can't do it. I won't do it. It's impossible. Because Amazon, especially for new sellers, what they do is they test them. They will go out and all of a sudden you have 150 sales in one day, and then the next 2 days you have 30. And people can't figure that out. It's because they give your listings to the people they want to show it to. Now, if I go out and I spend $200 a day on pay-per-click campaigns, and you, as a new seller, goes out and spends $10 a day on pay-per-click campaigns, they're going to give me all the love because I'm spending $200 a day. Now, the only way for these people to be making millions of dollars in that many months is they have to have an advertising budget at least $250,000, okay, and really be spending that money to get their product out there. Then I can see it happening. But not everybody has $250,000 in advertising budget. They just don't. So, you know, that with that being said, hopefully that opens up your eyes and says, well, you know, Amazon, and it's true, Amazon will give you sales and you'll have 50 sales, and then the next day you'll have 70 sales, and then the next day you'll have 80 sales, and then all of a sudden your 80 sales went from that day and you're expecting it to go up the hill, right? And all of a sudden the next week you're back at 20 sales a day, maybe 25. And it kind of gradually does this, and then all of a sudden it takes off and really goes. I will do this. I will show you guys something, and I'm not sure if I should show you this or not, but let me see here if it comes up. Okay, so let me do this. I'm going to do this. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. Right here, let me see if I can zoom in. Let me see if I can zoom in here. Do you see the gray right there? Right here. Let me see here. Sorry, guys. Let me refresh this. Let me do this one more time. Okay. See that one big spike right there? That is more sales than the other days. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. So, this right here, the sales kind of go like this. They'll go here, and all of a sudden, boom, they'll shoot way up, and then boom, they shoot way back down again. And it's very inconsistent. And sorry, guys, let me do this. There we go. It's very inconsistent. So with that, these sales, there's no way that these guys could be making or grossing over $1 million in 4 to 6 months. It's almost impossible. I mean, it took me many, many years to get to where I'm at, and I don't think I've ever done $1 million in sales throughout the whole year. And I'm being honest with you. I have done close. I have done 980,000 on my best year, and that's me doing everything by myself. And you know, on the average is around 600, 700,000 maybe. But trying to get over that hoop, that hoop, and trying to get over that $1 million mark, you have to be selling more products, and you constantly have to be pushing those products, inventory, and everything else like that. So with that, you have to make sure that you have a team. You got many people working for you. Now, I could have done that easily with my employees, 13 employees, easily could have done that if I was going out there and buying pallets after pallets after pallets, getting that product in. And yes, that's possible. But that's busting your butt and getting a lot of stuff out there. So, great question, by the way. Let me see. Illinois Picker says maybe they have endless revenue to pump it from Alibaba to Chinese straight from FBA. Otherwise, no freaking way. That's right. Um, a lot of times too, and what they don't tell you is there's a program that Amazon has to where they buy your products and you only sell your product directly to Amazon. So you ship your product to Amazon, and then Amazon will put a listing up for you. They will put it up the way they want it, and then it will say, this product is sold and fulfilled by Amazon. That most likely is somebody else's product that they're sending into Amazon, and their profits, Amazon profits 40 to 50 to 60% on some of these products that they're making. And that's exclusive just to Amazon. They cannot go out there and sell these products. They write up a contract where they can't sell this product in a Macy's or Toys R Us or anywhere else. It has to go directly straight to Amazon, and that's it. Now, I can see that because Amazon is pushing it and so forth. But there are people that will sell their product, and Amazon would take over on it, and there you go. Okay. Illinois says Amazon only lets you have a couple of hits of the blunt, then they want you to keep coming back for more. Yeah, of course. They want you to take that and hit it really nice, get that good feeling behind you, and then take over on your product. I mean, that's Amazon for you. But with that being said, I'm not trying to knock them. You know, they obviously know what they're doing. They're in hundreds and hundreds of countries, and if it wasn't for this, I wouldn't be as successful as I am. You know, selling my products on Amazon and selling my courses and everything else, guys. So, with that being said, hey, it is 7 o'clock already. I appreciate you guys coming in. Quite a few of you guys are on, and I appreciate that too. Thank you, everyone, for the thumbs up. Tomorrow, for all my members, remember 5 o'clock tomorrow on and go to our private Facebook group, and it's going to give you the Zoom meeting ID where we're going to have training tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific time. For those of you that want to come in, sign up for the Amazon A to Z course at TechDaddyVideos.com and take a look. And once you sign in, you'll get an invitation to that. Join our group and see what these other sellers are selling and go from there. So, right. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And if you guys have any more comments, just leave them in the comment section below and feel free to hit that notification bell. Thank you guys for coming on. Thank you for all the thumbs up. We will see you guys next Monday, and see you guys soon. All right, guys. Peace. See ya.